3 in the morning. A billing assistant created the same customer credit twice. The action log said, payment tool called, status 200. That was true, and useless. We could not tell whether the loop intended a retry, whether it saw the first result, whether verification failed, or whether a timeout tricked it. The database showed damage. The tool logs showed activity. The missing witness was the loop's own reasoning trail. What decision did it make, based on what evidence, and what did it believe after checking? Most AI agent logging starts as print statements. Print the prompt, print the model output, print the tool call. Maybe dump errors into one application stream. That works until the loop has retries, parallel tasks, verifiers, human approvals, and side effects in external systems. Then your log becomes soup. You know something happened, but not why. Worse, action-only logs hide the bug class that matters most in agents. The loop made a bad choice with apparently valid tools. If you only log calls, you debug the plumbing. Agent incidents usually live in the decisions between the calls. The pattern is simple. Every task gets a structured diary. Not a poetic transcript, not a giant token dump. A sequence of events with stable identifiers. Each event says what happened, what the loop decided, what evidence it used, and what changed outside the loop. My opinionated rule is this. If an agent can act on it, you should be able to audit it later. Log the decision before the action. Log the verification after the action. Log side effects with item potency keys or external record identifiers. When the loop misbehaves, you should read its diary from start to finish. Mechanically, treat logging as part of the loop protocol, not decoration. Start with task ID, run ID, and step ID. Add event type, decision, action, verification, side effect, error, or budget update. Add actor, model, tool, loop controller, or human. For decisions, record intent and a short reason code, not a novel. For actions, record tool name, arguments reference, and result reference. For verification, record the check, pass or fail, evidence reference, and next route. Store references to large payloads, redact secrets at the boundary. Emit the event before advancing state, so the diary survives crashes. Picture a research agent producing a vendor risk brief. A weak log says, searched web, called extractor, wrote document. A useful diary says, step 1 decision, search regulatory filings because vendor handles payments. Action, search query used, result set reference. Verification event, 3 primary sources found, 1 blog rejected, confidence medium. Next decision, fetch annual report because source gap remains. Later, side effect event, brief saved to document system, document ID recorded, item potency key recorded. If the final brief claims the vendor is certified and that is wrong, you can trace the exact source, the verification that passed, and the decision that trusted it. Logging can hurt you if it is lazy. First failure mode, secret spillage. Prompts and tool arguments often contain customer data, credentials, or private documents. Use references, redaction, and access controls. Second, noise. If every token becomes an event, nobody reads the diary. Keep summaries structured and put blobs elsewhere. Third, missing correlation. Without stable task IDs and external IDs, you cannot join the story. Fourth, retention and cost. Structured logs are cheap compared with outages, but not free. Decide what you keep, for how long, and who may query it before the incident. This sits beside state management, verification, budgets, and stop conditions. State is what the loop believes now. Logs are how that belief changed. Budgets are not just counters. Log budget updates so you know why a loop stopped early or kept spending. Verifiers are not comments. Their results are routing events. Orchestration also depends on this. Once multiple workers touch one task, per-task logs become the spine that keeps the story coherent. At fleet scale, you will build dashboards. In the foundations tier, the habit is enough. No important loop transition happens silently. Try this today on one automation you already run. Do not rebuild the platform. Add a task ID at the start. Before the first tool call, route 1 structured decision event. Intended action, reason code, and input reference. After the tool call, write 1 verification event. Check name, pass true or false, evidence reference, and next route. Then, run 3 tasks and open the logs without looking at the code. Can you explain what happened? Can someone else? If not, tighten the event names. The exercise is not observability theater. It is making the loop accountable. 3 beats to keep. First, log the decision, not just the action. The bug often lives in the choice, not the tool call. Second, keep a diary per task. One giant stream turns incidents into archaeology. Third, make verification results first-class events, because checks drive routing and stopping. Structured logs give you queryable history, replay material, and a way to debug loops by reading what they believed over time. Episode 34 is foundations work, but it pays rent forever. New loop engineering episode daily on this channel, from foundations to fleet scale.